I've got this delicious dilemma. I've always loved my Doritos tortilla chips. I just love them. But now there's another Doritos I love too. Extra crispy Doritos. That same great Doritos taste, but different. So what makes extra crispy so extra crispy? Well, they start out thinner and then they're toasted to a crisp. So what's my delicious dilemma? Well, should I crunch or should I crisp?
Extra crispy Doritos tortilla chips. They're crisp.
Well, hello everybody, Jason up in the Illusion Cave for a video. That's what they call it. It's Saturday, folks. It's my favorite day of the week. Oh, this is just falling apart, this catalog. It's my favorite day of the week, folks. It's Saturday. Saturday is my only day of the weekend that feels like a weekend. And I'm home alone today. The kids are at their friend's house with their mother, and I am by myself. I could have done a vlog day. I could have done a day in the life, but yeah, I could have. I went to Walmart. I bought a Max the dog from the Grinch that stole Christmas. A Max the dog inflatable for the front yard. We already have a Grinch, so he's going to stand next to the old Grinch. Got some stuff for the Christmas display in the front yard. Got something called sensicles, which are little sticks that you put in your Christmas tree to make your house smell like a Christmas tree. I picked up my favorite. I should have taken you with me. Folks, if you've gone to Walmart lately, and I'm sorry if you have, I am. But I went, and I go all the time. In the adult section, the adult clothing section, they have my new favorite clothing item, folks. For some reason, Snoop Dogg has entered the clothing world, the clothing retail market. And he's not going big scale. He's not going high end. He's not going New York City. He's going Walmart. But I don't discriminate, folks, when it comes to comfortable clothing. And I have found Snoop Dogg silk pajamas. That's right, the Hugh Hefner top and bottom. But it says doggy. It should have said doggy style. That would have been great. It says something else, doggy something. I don't know. I guess you can't put doggy style in the clothes that you're going to sell at Walmart. But they're silk pajamas. And they're oversized. And I wear them every single day. I have a black pair and a red pair. Go to Walmart. Go to the men's clothing section. You'll see them. You'll laugh hysterically at me. And then you'll know that I'm sitting in comfort every night after work. As soon as this video's done, I think I got to do some stuff outside. But later tonight, 6, 7 o'clock, the silks go on and I walk around like Snoop Dogg with my big cup of crunk or whatever it's called. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. They're like $24 too for, yeah. So I did that. And now I'm going to, after this video, I'm just going to hang out here. I did some handy stuff around the house. I really should have just vlogged it. But, yeah, I'm just going to hang out. I think the kids will be home in like an hour, so it's no big deal. Anyway, it's TV moments, folks. It's TV moments. My top 30 TV moments, most memorable memories, most memorable moments of my close, almost inappropriate relationship with television since the day I was a wee lad. As the shtick is with this particular show, I can't remember what number we're up to. I think it's double digits. I think we're at 10 or 11. Last week we talked about the thrilling, memorable moment of the Professional Bowlers Association on TV, and some of your comments were just fantastic. Some of your comments were hilarious. I enjoyed all of your comments. They were funny. Most of yours. One of you is annoying me. Anyway, let's talk about a moment. And as we approach the holiday season, many of us 80 kids, most of us 80s kids, I'd say all of us 80s kids, remember how important, entertaining, enlightening, heartwarming, and just overall good. How good the commercials were, folks, of the 80s. So my, 11th, 12th most memorable TV moments, commercials. Just plain old commercials. That's right. I have some favorites, but I don't know what is so, like, I guess commercials back then were selling everything. They were selling everything that was in the store for your buying pleasure. If it was something you could purchase, it likely had a commercial. Everything had a commercial. Cookies, batteries, dish soap had a commercial. Laundry soap had commercials. Toilet paper had commercials. Blah, 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 blah. Everything had commercials. Now, I haven't watched commercials in years, except the ones that play on, Hulu, if you don't have, the good Hulu, or the commercials that run on YouTube. So I don't know if they're still running commercials for those household products. I don't know if they're still doing that stuff. I don't know if they're still doing cereal commercials. I don't think they are. Are they still doing Doritos commercials? Right? Are they still doing Pringles commercials? Are they still doing commercials for butter? Folks, butter had commercials. Breakfast sausage had commercials. I'm Jimmy Dean. Remember those? Right, commercials. So have we gotten away from them now? I don't know. So I'm asking you, anybody who has, the Time Warner or the Spectrum or the Comcast or whatever, and you watch regular TV, what are the commercials? Are they for stuff? Or are they like constant, local spots for attorneys or the goofy car dealer, the used car dealer in your Anytown, USA that has some silly shtick where he's jumping up and down on a car? Do they still do those local spots? Because I hated those. But man, oh man, were the commercials glorious as a kid. And it's not just because, we're kids and everything was nostalgic. No, they don't exist now. They're not as good. They're agenda based. They're weird. They don't represent actual families. They're strange, right? Commercials don't hit home anymore. They're not selling a product that we're going out of our minds to buy. The commercials are angering me so much that I'm going to boycott the product. Because I don't like the language of the commercial. I don't like how hip the commercial is, how edgy the commercial is, how classless the commercial is. I did see a commercial that I say is classless, and I just think it's a testament to our degrading society, but it's for a toothpaste or a mouthwash. And as the girl rinses, she goes, "Holy spit." Now, okay, come on. I'm not, this isn't 1938, your grandmother's church group at the, at bingo, at the picnic where we don't talk about that stuff. I'm not a prude. But why do we got to be so edgy? Why do we be so edgy? It's mouthwash. Remember mouthwash commercials of the 80s? The Listerine? That's all you got. You just got to, boy, I feel wintry fresh. Now we got some girl going, spitting and going, "Oh, holy spit. Get out of here. Garbage. You're garbage." And that's why I'm not, I wouldn't buy that product now if we got to be that edgy. Hate it. But I miss the commercials. I miss seeing Commercials worked. They absolutely worked. You know, they worked on kids, but they also worked on adults. If there was commercials for new foods, you know, that are, because there are no new foods. We've already made all the foods we're going to make. There's no new cereals that we care about, right? But if they were making Saturday morning commercials and they announced a new cereal and I was watching it as an adult, I'd probably go check it out. Oh, I just saw this commercial. If they would announce new Dorito flavors, make new commercials about them, I'd probably run to the store and need to have those Doritos. But I don't know why we don't do them anymore. Now, like I said, I have my favorites. I certainly have my favorites. Every kid would have a list this long of toy commercials that they enjoyed watching. I mean, that goes without saying. You know, of course, I loved the LJN Wrestling Superstars commercials. Of course, I did. But the G.I. Joe ones really got me. I'll try to put a few in here. The G.I. Joe ones were really good. They made you really want those figures, because in our dumb child little minds, we saw these kids playing. Every kid in these G.I. Joe commercials had access to some kind of military base, I'm convinced. They all lived with like sand dunes in their backyard. They all lived deep in the deep forest was their backyard, because these kids were always playing in these incredible locations that were perfect for G.I. Joes. When you saw it, you were like, you know, you wanted those G.I. Joes because you thought maybe it came with the yard, maybe, or the sand hill or something. Or, no, I'll just take those in my own backyard and play on the concrete patio. That'll be great. You know, so just the, I guess that's the hook of advertising, right? That's what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to hook me, not just with the figure, but with the whole scene. And the kids are playing and the airplanes are coming in and it's a 30-second spot and it looks fantastic. I get the G.I. Joes. I have no idea how to recreate that play. I just end up wrestling with them. But I wanted G.I. Joes really badly because of the commercials, because of how much fun those kids were having. For sure. I absolutely wanted snacks, sodas, cereals because of the commercials that were airing. And do not say that that's only going to manipulate a child's mind, because it's not. I would be interested in a product today if the commercial sold it and hit me where I wanted to be hit, and bam, I would go get that product. I absolutely would. If there was Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper did the strawberries and cream soda, right? I think it's delicious. I love it. But I'm not going to know that it exists until I happen to be in a gas station in front of the soda aisle or the soda freezer. I'm not even going to know it exists. I'm not going to know it exists unless I'm scanning the whole section for whatever reason. But most likely I wasn't, because I was just going in and grabbing a Coke. Right? And I didn't notice down there in the left corner is some Dr. Pepper, and right next to it is strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. Had no idea. But if there was a commercial, I would have wanted that soda, and I would have went and looked for it. McDonald's commercials, hard-hitting. They are great. I used to love McDonald's commercials. Ronald McDonald, the whole cast of characters. They do the spot, and then they like cut the commercial short because the last 10 seconds of the commercial are going to hype the Happy Meal toy. I want to go to McDonald's and get that product. Not just as a kid. If they had hot new toys at McDonald's and ran a 30-second spot with 10 seconds of the end of it talking about the toy, and it was a good toy, I'd pack up the kids. We'd go to McDonald's. Absolutely. Christmas time was our opportunity to see what was new because of these commercials, and they made them look so good we had to have them. Video game commercials were so impressive back then. I loved them. I'm going to save a little time in this video to run a nice little collection of maybe 5 or 6 of my favorite commercials. Hang on till the end. But absolutely 100% a memorable moment. Number 10, number 11, I'm not sure. Commercials. I loved them. They made such a huge impact in our lives. They are burned in our brain. Some of them are just permanently implanted in our minds. I miss commercials. Commercials is a memorable moment of my television love affair. Good night now.
Hamburger University with Ronald McDonald.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Ronald.
Today's subject, the Hamburglar. The Hamburglar is very clever and very sneaky.
The Hamburglar!
And he loves taking McDonald's hamburgers. So, what should you yell when you see him?
Help Ronald, sailor!
That's right.
Uh-oh.
Hamburglar.
It's a good time for the train.
You've got a lot to learn.
Don't take burgers, Rubble Rubble.
McDonald's.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there.
It's here, the G.I. Joe collection. Infantry trooper. Codename Grunt. Bazooka soldier. Codename Zap. Mortar soldier. Codename Short Fuse. Laser rifle trooper. Codename Flash. Ranger. Codename Stalker. Communications officer. Codename Breaker. Machine gunner. Codename Rock and Roll. Counterintelligence. Codename Scarlet. Commando. Codename Snake Eyes. Each sold separately. G.I. Joe from Hasbro.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
Cobra's captured our attack cannon. Call in G.I. Joe. Go get Breaker. He can do it.
He never gives up. He'll stay till the fight's won.
Get the rapid fire motorcycle.
G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
He did it. You've not seen the last of Cobra.
G.I. Joe and Cobra the Enemy. Each sold separately from Hasbro.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
Cobra's attacking our winter outpost. Call in the members of the G.I. Joe team.
And here's Gung Ho, Airborne, Doc, and Snow Job. And every Joe has a two-handed battle grip.
Get aboard the Battle Bear. It's G.I. Joe to the rescue.
G.I. Joe.
We chased off Cobra. Way to go, Joe.
G.I. Joe Battle Bear. Joe and Cobra figures each sold separately from Hasbro.
He's a terrifying enemy of G.I. Joe. Destro is his name. Destro is his name. American hero. Fighting evil Destro.
Introducing Destro.
You better watch out, Joe. Hey, what's going on? Destro's stealing our tank. We gotta stop him. We're gonna get you, Destro. You've met your match, Joe. Destro is here.
G.I. Joe Battle Tank comes with figure, other figures, and Destro sold separately from Hasbro.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe. American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Enemy blockade. Send in the G.I. Joe motorized battle tank.
You can make it go left, right, forwards, and backwards. The G.I. Joe Battle Tank.
Smash the blockade. What a tank.
Each sold separately. The G.I. Joe motorized battle tank comes with G.I. Joe. Batteries not included from Hasbro.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble.
Are those the new Joes, Destro?
Yes, Commander.
Who's on the watchtower?
That's the Jungle Trooper. Codename Macondo.
And manning the howitzer?
That's the Flamethrower. Codename Blowtorch. And the Halo Jumper. Codename Ripcord.
Who's by the bivouac?
That's the Dog Handler. Codename Mutt. And his dog Junkyard.
They've not seen the last of Cobra.
Watchtower, Howitzer, Bivouac, and G.I. Joe figures each sold separately from Hasbro.
Cobra's stolen our plans. He's escaping in the Viper glider. Joe, catch him.
The G.I. Joe Falcon glider, flying high in the sky, sailing through the air. He's America's fighter. G.I. Joe can fly. He's a real American hero, flying high in the sky. He's chasing Cobra in a desperate race, soaring and diving in a great sky chase.
You did it, Joe.
G.I. Joe Falcon glider and Cobra Viper glider sold separately. Figures included from Hasbro.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
It's a Cobra attack. Get the G.I. Joe hovercraft. Get the new Joes aboard.
G.I. Joe hovercraft holds 9 Joes. It's the big new way to bring the Joe team into action. And it floats on water.
Release depth charges. Yo, Joe.
A real American
Chase that Cobra. Way to go, Joe.
G.I. Joe hovercraft comes with driver, other figures, and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe.
Cobra invasion. Get the G.I. Joe Sky Striker. Ace the Airborne on, let's get those turkeys. We're gonna get Cobra this time. Our combat jets are on the way. Hey, check my missiles. They're A-OK. Great, I'm going down for a closer look. Way to go, Joe!
G.I. Joe Sky Striker comes with ace and 2 parachutes. Other figures sold separately from